Welcome to GD News, the main news from around Teesside today. A major police operation sees 12 people arrested. There are calls for answers over nuclear bomb waste in Teesside, and we join reporter John Thurwell as he reports on the graduation day for Teesside University. Good morning, I'm Ben Thornton and this is GD News. First, we go to our reporter John Thurwell, who is at Teesside University. John, tell us what you're doing.
Hi, yes Ben, we're currently in front of Teesside University, and as you can see there's the library on my left there and the student union behind me, and it's a very special day for a lot of students as it's graduation day.
Ah, excellent. So, where are the students at the moment? There don't seem many about. Are they inside?
Yeah, well the students are currently inside the student union as the graduation ceremony is currently going on, but we can't actually go inside for legal reasons.
Ah, right. Did you get a chance to speak to any of them before the ceremony started? You know, get a feel for how everyone's feeling?
Yeah, so I think what we'll be doing is waiting to see for other people coming outside, and we'll be speaking to them and getting their thoughts on the situation.
John? We apologise, we seem to be having technical difficulties, so we'll get back to that news story later. Two men from Middlesbrough were arrested on suspicion of being involved in a major drug and money laundering network last night. The men, both aged 30, were among 12 people targeted in a regional operation, led by Durham Constabulary, but also involving officers from Cleveland and Northumbria with assistance from Merseyside and North Yorkshire Police. In addition to the Teesside men, 6 men and 3 women were also arrested on separate addresses in Darlington, and one was arrested in Norris Green, Liverpool. Their arrests were the culmination of an investigation by Durham Constabulary into the supply of large amounts of cocaine in Darlington and the wider northern region by a suspected extended organised crime group. They are being held at stations in Cleveland and Durham force areas in relation to offences including conspiring to supply Class A drugs and money laundering. Detective Chief and Superintendent Jane Spraggan, head of CID, said the operation should send out a powerful message that we are determined to disrupt and dismantle criminal networks. This just in, Teesside News reporter John Thurwell has been kidnapped by someone claiming to be ex-KGB. I've just been informed that we have now received a ransom video and will pay it for you. Now, if you're squeamish or easily offended, please look away.
Hello my friends, it is I, Nikolai Smirnov IV. As you see, I have your bitch reporter hostage, and if you wish to see him alive again, you will give me my money. Fucking hell. Hello mother, it is I. Yes, I am well. No, I am working now to get money for you and your fucking slutty husband. No, I do not want beetroot, I want Russian potato. I am like a strong Russian bear. I got to go, I love you too. Come here, you capitalist pig. You may think I am bluffing. You don't take me seriously, but know that I am ex-KGB and Spetsnaz. I am a highly trained special operative, expert in weaponry and torture. I will make him squeal like a pig. I will grab his rip it off and feed it to my fourth wife. She is a smelly bitch. I will also use this. This may look like a banana to you, but this is actually a Soviet secret weapon. It is an AK-47 disguised as a banana. And it's very dangerous. I am best in the world with it because I invented it. If you do not pay me, I will kill him with this. Now, for my demands, you will give me £100 sterling. This is much money for you, but I will buy many vodka. My bank account number is 655-61231, and my sort code is 207231. This money is to be deposited in my account by 6 p.m. this evening. When I get money, reporter will be released. Until that time, I will beat him with Kalashnikov, and if so, I will kill him. Do svidanya, bitches. Eat banana.
More on that news story as it unfolds. The Middlesbrough Evening Gazette issued a call today for the authorities to tell the full story about the radioactive waste from nuclear bomb tests that was secretly dumped on Teesside. Toxic material left behind after military explosions over Christmas Island in the South Pacific in the 1950s was transported back to the UK and consigned to landfill on a site next to the Tees within a mile of Middlesbrough town centre. The Environment Agency approved the dumping at Port Clarence Stockton and said the only radioactive materials included in the load were luminous painted dials found in abandoned military vehicles, but site operators Odeon have admitted that they received 30 tonnes of radioactive sand from the Ministry of Defence. Stockton North MP Alex Cunningham said that it was absolutely appalled that the waste had been dumped on Teesside without the knowledge of the local community. He'd called for the Ministry of Defence to explain why local people were not told that the waste was being dumped half a mile from the nearest residential area. 9 hydrogen bombs were detonated during tests by the British military on Christmas Island between 1956 and 1958. Nearly 40 years later, the government signed an agreement with the nation now known as the Republic of Kiribati to clear up the toxic waste left over. A total of 338 tonnes of the material was then transported more than 8,600 miles back to the UK and dumped at Port Clarence in 2008. The Environment Agency, the MOD and Odeon say material only contains low levels of radioactivity and no threat is posed to the public, but their initial statements on exactly what was included in the waste contradicted each other. More on this as we receive further developments. More breaking news for you folks. I've just been told that John's ransom has in fact been paid, and he's just this moment arrived in the studio for a live interview. John, how are you doing? That was an awful ordeal for you.
Yeah, it was. I'm not doing too well, to be honest, Ben. I mean, I've literally come straight from there. I feel I'm still in shock. I don't really know what to say.
Well, how did they treat you? Did they torture you or hurt you in any way?
Well, after the initial shock of getting taken without warning and speared in the back and thrown in the back of a van, they were actually quite nice. I mean, it looked like I was tied up there, but they let me do that, and they had a Big Mac meal waiting, and, you know, Nikolai, he's actually quite a nice guy. We played a couple of games of blackjack while we were waiting for the money to come in, and yeah, he was
the
nice.
way you're describing it, it doesn't sound like a very harrowing ordeal.
Well, it was the worst experience of my life, but I think out of that has blossomed a good friendship, and I'm actually meeting him for brunch next week.
Right, so. I'm going to leave you there. I'm sure you've got lots to do, you know, after your experience. That's all we've got time for today, folks. Thank you for watching. I'm Ben Thornton, and this has been GD News.